Hey everybody, it is weigh-in Wednesday. Last week I was 244 pounds. This week I am between 245 to 247 pounds. What does that mean? No, I haven't gotten back on my digital scale. I'm finding that my analog scale has also become somewhat inaccurate. I stepped on the scale about 4 or 5 times and it was going between 245 and 247. I'm going to stick with my weight is 245 and I'm up a pound. If it's actually 247, we're not going to talk about it. Note to self, just because I am off dairy doesn't mean I can eat everything else in sight. And I think that's kind of what I've been doing. I'm like, well, if I can't have cheese or I can't have milk, I'm gonna have blank. And sometimes that blank is very bad and unhealthy. And then I just kind of go for it. So that is a downfall that I've noticed, and I am working on to make myself better. Who watches Shay? Shay Carl, Shay Tard, Shay Loss? If you don't know who I'm talking about, just type his name up in YouTube and it will direct you to probably all 3 of his channels. Shay Loss being one of them. He recently ran the LA Marathon, and last year he was 280 pounds and he was determined to lose weight, and he is now 176 pounds. He's lost over 100 pounds. And his new goals for maintaining his weight and to, I guess, keep active is to run 4 marathons this year, and his first one was on Sunday. And it was just really cool to sort of somewhat be a part of it. I wasn't exactly a part of it, but just because he and his family share their daily lives on YouTube, you feel like you're a part of it. And the marathon was also aired on television and all the Twitter feeds. It was really cool and interesting and exciting. But one of the most motivational and inspirational videos that I saw was one that he posted yesterday, and I have it auto playing on my channel if you haven't seen it yet. It's called I Did It, Mom. And it's all the footage that his wife took him, like, before he went to the race, during the race, and after the race, like a day before prep, and just being excited and actually going on the race and having his family, his friends so proud of him, you know. And it was just so cool and very touching, and I encourage you to watch the video because it is so motivational, and the video was so well done as far as like editing goes. Like, it wasn't grandiose or anything like that. It was just certain clips. They were showing him running the marathon, and then they threw in a clip of him when he was like 280 pounds talking about his goal and his weight and what he wants to achieve, and it was just like, ooh, you know, it kind of tore me up a bit. It's very touching. It gets you right here. And it'll make you want to do more, and it will motivate. I mean, Shay Carl himself is a big time motivator. Well, he is to me, and I think he is to quite a lot of people. And I just think you should check it out. His next marathon that he's going to run is in Toronto, Canada, and I really badly want to go just to encourage him in person. And it'd be kind of cool to meet him and his family if I could. But the thing of it is, money-wise, I surely cannot get to Toronto for the May Marathon, although I would have loved to, like, made signs and whatnot. But we'll just toss it on the dream list, and who knows, maybe I will end up there. What else did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about Dr. Oz, because he's one of my new lovers. well, I get hung up on certain people, like Dan the Man, for example. If you follow me, you know I talk about him a lot. Dr. Oz now and Hungry Girl. They are my, I guess let's call them international gurus. Yeah, international health gurus. Yeah, that's it. I just love them. I mean, Dr. Oz lately has been doing a lot of weight loss shows, lots of weight loss tips, and I see him on like just about every magazine. Like this little rule thing, this is going up on my dream board, which is right behind me right there. This is just called Rules to Make the Plan Work, the plan of your life as far as dieting and exercising. And I'm going to say dieting because you know what? You know how people always say, don't call it a diet, it's a lifestyle. Well, you know what? Eating is a diet. So that's what I'm calling it. Whether you're, eating healthy or you're eating crappy, that's your diet. Anyways, so his rules here are stick to portion sizes. I do have an issue with that, like sticking to a portion size. In the Oprah magazine, he had portion sizes for certain things, and sometimes I go over the limit, and that needs to be cinched, because if I cinch that, then I get a little bit better, a little bit more healthier, and a little slimmer. And it says, number 2, don't try to speed weight loss by skipping a meal. True facts, yo. I won't read the blab about it, but it is really good to eat when you're hungry. And, if you, say you wake up, I used to be a person who would wake up in the morning and I would not want to touch food. I'd need like 2-3 hours, wouldn't want to eat, not anymore. As soon as I get up, I'm starving. I want something to eat. And I think it's because once you train your body, it pretty much gets in tune like a snap of the fingers. So if you start eating breakfast right away, your body's going to kick into gear and it's just going to go on its own time schedule. It's like, okay, I'm up, I'm hungry. And same with water. Like if people aren't getting enough water, schedule it into your day. That's how I had to do it for the longest time. I'd schedule it with my breakfast, 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water is 1 bottle, 500 milliliters. That is 2 cups of water right there. So 4 bottles of water a day is 8 glasses of water. So if you can do that, that's awesome. But what I was saying is, I planned it. So I'd have a bottle for breakfast. That's so funny. Bottle of Jack at breakfast. No, bottle of water at breakfast, bottle at lunch, bottle on my coffee break, and then a bottle for dinner. And sometimes I'd even have more after that, because that is the recommended at least. At least have 8. You can have more than that, right? So, sometimes you'd end up having more, sometimes you wouldn't. Point being is your body also gets used to drinking those 8 glasses of water. You find yourself thirsty. Like, not only do I get up in the morning feeling hungry, I'm dry. I'm ready to have my 2 cups of water. So, just want to put that out there. If anybody's struggling with the skipping a meal or not eating breakfast, and, everybody's busy. So what you have to do is you have to make time to make a plan. And then stick to the plan. Because once you have a plan, it is so much more easy. It's so much more easy to follow, and it's harder to fall off the wagon that way. Step 3, or plan rule 3, is get enough sleep. This I'm still struggling with. Sometimes I will go to bed at 10 o'clock, no problem. I'll do that for a week, or I'll do that for 2 or 3 days, and then I end up going to bed at 1 a.m. and then 11 p.m. and it's kind of all over the board. So, but I am trying to get back into the groove of 10 p.m. because I just feel better. I feel more awake. I feel happier. I feel like I can accomplish more. And then number 4, take a walk. This is not just every day to help speed weight loss, but also when you're having a craving crisis, which is very interesting. And it says if you walk instead of eating that piece of chocolate, if you walk for like 15 minutes, then that takes your craving away. I haven't tried that yet, but just walking in general, it's a good plan. So it's like, okay, Dr. Oz is telling me to walk, Dan the Man is telling me to walk, every kind of health guru says walk. It's one of the best exercises and the most affordable exercise that you can do. So I've really got to get on that. Plus, I was going to bring up Shay Carl again. He is like plowing through the walking, going straight to the running. So, I mean, out of those 3 inspirational people, it's a big sign, for me anyways, to walk more. There was more I was going to add to the video, but I cut it out just because it was getting a little too lengthy. So I will see you next week. Thanks for sticking with. Bye for now.